Assalamu alaikum friends, I am Ruxana Izhar. Today in this lecture I am going to discuss with you history of English literature. So we will be talking about Anglo-Saxons literature. Since long we have been listening that three tribes came to England named as Angles, Saxons and Jutes. But before this time period there must be some original inhabitant of England. Yes, friends, original inhabitants of England were the Celts. So, we are going to talk about the Anglo Saxon literature in detail. So, let's begin the topic. The original inhabitants of the England were Celts and Gales. These were the pagan tribes. They ruled England from 55 BC to 450 AD. Remember, during this time period, the Romans were also living in the island of England. So the Celts are also known as the Britons, Britons, Britons. In 450 AD, some outside tribes were continuously attacking England. They were the Picts, Picts. So the Celts invited the Germanic tribes for saving them from those attacks. And those tribes were Angles, Saxons and Jutes. These were the Germanic tribes. They came to England from southeast of Russia. Angles were so powerful that today England's name has been given from Angles. Also the language name English has been given from Angles. These Germanic tribes ruled England for 600 years, from 450 AD to 1066. What is Old English? Now see, the original tribe of England, the Celts, spoke Celtic language. The Gales spoke Gaelic language. The other three tribes which were invited to England, they spoke their own Germanic dialects. Now the amalgamation or the mixture of all these languages gave rise to Old English language. This thing must be remembered here. Now we will look here the literary side of this era. Because these tribes were continuously busy in attacks, the Vikings were also attacking them and they were very cruel. So they were trying to defend themselves, and during this time period they could hardly produce any significant literary work. Secondly, their literature was oral. Anglo-Saxons sang about their heroes orally while they were moving from one place to another. So there is hardly any remarkable work. Only the fragments are there. Basically, the Celtic people in England were transformed by a saint whose name is Saint Augustine in 5th century, and these people were transformed or converted into Christianity. So their poetry was religious one. While the pagan tribes, the Anglo-Saxons, sang about the heroic deeds of the warriors and the invaders, and their literature was oral one, and their literature was about only the heroic deeds. So one such example is the Beowulf. So this poem's name you might have heard. It is considered as the national epic of England. This poem consists of more than 3000 lines, and this poem is written in alliterative poetry. In this epic poem, Beowulf, the hero, is fighting with a monster, Grendel, and he again fights with the monster's mother and also kills that monster's mother. So this poem is anonymous. The poet's name is not known. Neither the poet's title is known. So this title has been taken from the hero's name, Beowulf. Some other notable works are Widsith, Widsith, also known as the Traveller's Song. It has 143 lines. This work is present in Exeter Book, which is a manuscript. Widsith is an autobiography of Germans. Two major poets of this period are Caedmon and Cynewulf. There is another name whose name is attached with the history is Bede, 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 is a historian who has written the Ecclesiastical History of English People. So this name must be remembered. Another person about whom we will discuss is a king, Alfred the Great. He was the king of Wessex and he was an education loving person. So he asked the monks to write works and preserve history. So he translated the work into English from Latin. Other notable works in Old English literature are Genesis, the Exodus, the Wanderer, the Wife's Lament, the Husband's Message, the Battle of Marlon. In year 1066, England's King Harold is attacked by Norman King William the Conqueror at the place known as Hastings, and from there on the Anglo-Norman period starts in England. Thank you.